Born in Knoxville in 1963, Quentin Tarantino grew up fascinated by movies. Tarantino was raised by his single mother after his actor father, Tony Tarantino, left the family. In his early 20s, Tarantino worked at the Video Archives in California with Roger Avery, with whom he started writing movie scripts. Tarantino left the archives to work for Cinetel, a production company where director Tony Scott brought Quentin's script for True Romance. In 1992, Tarantino debuted as a director and on screen in his film Reservoir Dogs. In his first film, Tarantino borrowed techniques and plot similarities with Rafifi and City on Fire, two previous crime films. In 1994, Pulp Fiction brought Quentin Tarantino to both commercial and critical success. Borrowing techniques from Hitchcock and adding his own artistic irony, Tarantino and his all-star cast forged an unforgettable film. In 2003, within a few months of each other, Kill Bill Volumes 1 and 2 were released, starring Uma Thurman, who also starred in Pulp Fiction. Both received good reviews from prestigious critics. Tarantino released Inglourious Basterds in 2009, based off his World War II script he developed over the years. This movie also received great critical reviews and also did well at the box office. Supporting actor Christoph Waltz received an Oscar for his performance as a Nazi official. Tarantino's most recent work, Django Unchained, was released late 2012 and again featured an all-star cast including Leonardo DiCaprio, Samuel L. Jackson, Christoph Waltz, and Jamie Foxx. Waltz again won an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor, and the film received the Oscar for Best Original Screenplay.
Put the gun down!
Here are your names. Mr. White, Mr. Blonde, Mr. Pink.
Why am I Mr. Pink?
Who cares what your name is?
Yeah, that's easy for you to say. You're Mr. White. You have a cool-sounding name.
Let's go to work.
Reservoir Dogs features around a group of unlikely criminals working together to pull a job stealing polished diamonds. After the heist goes unexpectedly wrong, remaining members try to unearth a rat who must have tipped the police. This gore-filled film is no less a triumph than Tarantino's other films, and set up some recurring patterns in his movies, including ironic sound, crime, and rearranged chronicle scene placement, all seen in later films.
You're acting like a first-year thief. I'm acting like a professional.
Choice between doing 10 years, taking out some stupid motherfucker. Ain't no choice at all. Bam. Bam. Bam, 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 bam.
You're under arrest, sugar.
Harvey Keitel, Tim Roth, Chris Patton, Steve Buscemi, Lawrence Tierney, and Michael Madsen. They're the Reservoir Dogs.
Hey, Joe, want me to shoot this guy?
Miramax Films is proud to present one of the most celebrated motion pictures of the year. The winner of the 1994 Palme d'Or, the best picture of the Cannes Film Festival.
Come on, let's get in character. Why are you so interested in Big Man's wife? Well, he's going out of town in Florida, and he asked me if I'd take care of her while he's gone. Take care of her? No, man. Just show her a good time, make sure she don't get lonely. Girl, you see, this is a moral test of oneself.
I do believe Marcellus, my husband, your boss, told you to take...
Winning Best Original Screenplay in 1994, Pulp Fiction pushed the boundaries of film and shot Tarantino into Hollywood spotlight. Chapters of the plot are displayed out of chronological order, highlighting criminal life in Los Angeles. Somewhat unrelated stories in the end intertwine in this masterpiece of crime lore, given by the hand of Tarantino and his stellar cast.
We're in a lot of danger, aren't we?
I'm prepared to scour the earth for that movie. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
Get down, get down.
You got a corpse in a car, minus the head in the garage. Take me to it.
Don't you hate that?
Hey, what?
Uncomfortable silences.
John Travolta, Samuel L. Jackson, Uma Thurman, Harvey Keitel, Tim Roth, Amanda Plummer, Maria de Medeiros, Bing Rames, Eric Stoltz, Rosanna Arquette, Christopher Walken, and Bruce Willis.
Looking at something, friend? Ain't my friend looking.
Die, you mother!
A new film directed by Quentin Tarantino. Pulp Fiction.
You really thinking about quitting?
Most definitely.
What you gonna do then?
Basically, I'm just gonna walk the earth.
What you mean walk the earth?
You know, like Kane in Kung Fu.
My name is Lieutenant Aldo Rain. These are the bastards. Ever heard of us? We like to say we're a big fan of your work, killing Nazis. But your status as a Nazi killer is still amateur. We all come here to see if you want to go pro.
They're an American Secret Service outfit that lives deep behind enemy lines. The Germans call them the bastards.
The bastards?
Yes, because these Yanks have been them the devil.
That's about it.
This movie marks a diversion in Quentin's style of film and depth of themes. Previous movies focused mostly on crime, but Inglourious Bastards, a story of revenge-seeking Jews in World War II, touches on a more delicate subject. Tarantino again utilizes gore and comic relief, dancing between lines of morality that can quite easily make people uncomfortable.
The objective, blow up the basket.
99999.
Oh, yes, 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 yes.
There's something you don't know.
Which is?
Hitler is attending the premiere.
How do you intend to get in that premiere? You'll rendezvous with our double agent. She'll take it from there.
Lieutenant Aldo Rain, I presume?
Das ist das Geräusch meiner Walter, die direkt auf ihre Hoden gerichtet ist.
Dann sind wir zu zweit.
Und ab jetzt sind wir zu dritt.
Ain't that nice? So you're the Jew hunter.
That's a bingo. Is that the way you say it? That's a bingo?
You just say bingo.
In all of his movies, Tarantino features tons of gore and violence. Tarantino, unlike other directors, doesn't stylize these types of scenes very much. Fast-changing shots may be used, but there generally aren't drawn-out deaths, and in this way he displays realism within his highly stylized movies. In this still shot, your eyes are led immediately to Shosanna's face, which is dominant. This shot is shot in low light and shows Shosanna in light in front of the shadows, demonstrating her dominance. This is a medium shot only a few feet away from the actress, and it is shot at eye level. Color is very important here, as both she and the Nazi flag are red. Shoshana will soon deceive the Nazis, whose red represents evil. This is shot with a regular lens without a filter. The reflection of Shoshana and the Nazi flag make up the subsidiary contrast in this shot, as your eyes are drawn to these aspects second. This shot is very dense, having multiple planes, textures, and lighting aspects. Composed very well, this shot has many elements, visual and symbolic, to consider. This shot represents more of a closed form than open, as the window reflects back into the shot, closing off the scene. This shot is not tightly framed, as Shoshana is shown in the middle of the shot without borders entrapping her. This still has a lot of depth with the reflected plane, window, shadow, Nazi flag, and the actress herself. Shoshana is looking at an oblique angle, facing the audience. She has nothing to hide. Sound symbolism is prevalent in all of Tarantino's films, and many times amplifies irony. In this scene in Reservoir Dogs, happy music is being played while a man is being mutilated. While this ironic sound is present in other movies, Tarantino also uses silence to represent death. After big gunfights, which blast the speakers, the frame is left silent after the characters die. First is symbolism. In Inglourious Bastards, the swastika which the Jews brand onto the heads of surviving Nazis is a symbol of the revenge that these Jews are after. Never will these Nazi officials be able to run from their corrupt past with the swastika carved into their foreheads. The second device is irony. Music played before in Reservoir Dogs represents an unsettling irony that is present in most of Tarantino's films. In Inglourious Bastards also, the woman behind the assault on the Nazis once had her whole family killed by Nazis. The third is litotes. Often major events are purposely underplayed by Tarantino. For example, when Willis gets shot in the head in Pulp Fiction, Vincent is relatively calm. Fourth is allusion. In Pulp Fiction, many allusions are made to pop culture. Even more, though, are made to the Bible. Samuel L. Jackson's character recites the Bible often and also repents for his sins at the end of the movie.
Ezekiel 25:17. The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides by the iniquities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men.
A-sides are also present in Tarantino's movies. In Pulp Fiction, Christopher Walken gives a long-winded monologue which helps reinforce the importance of Butch's father's watch.
Along with all the other Marines at the Battle of Wake Island, Granddad was facing death.
One way in which Tarantino has evolved over the years is content matter. He has definitely moved away from the crime scene and stepped into more controversial movie topics. Inglourious Bastards, with its violent Nazi scenes, exemplifies this. The second is comic relief. Quentin Tarantino balances out his new, more serious nature with more comic relief, present in both Inglourious Bastards and Django Unchained. Laughter helps keep the attention.
Oh, yes, 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 yes!
The third way which Tarantino has evolved is with his cast. With the exception of Pulp Fiction, Tarantino has progressively gotten more and more stars to appear in his extremely popular films.
Whose motorcycle is this?
the chopper, baby.
Whose chopper is this?
Zed's.
Who's Zed?
Zed's dead, baby. Zed's dead.